You can do this if you want. Up to you. Just let you know. We have a special need for a special group of people. Ian, Mitra, and Steve on stage. They remember their names already. We just mentioned them earlier. Okay. So, now do you want to do this? It's the three-word environment. Okay. One more victim. Okay. So, Sandy. Now, in this situation, you, as usual, know more than these people do. Okay? And what it is, we need you to choose an environment for these people to be in.
Jefferson County Jail.
Jefferson County Jail. A popular hanging spot for people wearing orange. Okay. Jefferson County Jail. What? Yeah, okay. Now, the thing is, that's what you know. And who are they? They're in the jail. We'll let them decide. Okay, take off. Plug those little ears. Well, some of the nicer words used in the Jefferson County Jail. Words that would be used in a jail, okay? Other than bars. Okay?
Incarceration.
Whoa.
Stretch.
Soap.
Whoa. What else? Soap. That's okay.
Ticket.
What?
Ticket.
Ticket. Got a ticket. I get that. Incarceration. You don't go to jail for a ticket, right?
Yeah.
Or else I'd be
You
there.
don't pay for it.
No, I go to like somebody cares. Okay.
Guard.
So soap. What else?
Guard.
Yeah, guard.
Guard. Okay. Something. Then there's a hard one. Incarceration. Key.
Wow.
A little humanity.
Wow.
Okay. What else? We got soap, keys, and what else?
Guard.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, guard.
Guard. You really want incarceration?
Yeah.
We'll give them extra points if they get that. Okay. Now here's your job. Your job is, since these guys know nothing, first of all, you remember your words. What are they?
Soap.
What else?
Guard.
That's it? Okay. An extra point. Okay. So your job is if they get anywhere close, you go, ooh. Okay. Can you hear that? If they get really close, you go, ah. Hear it? Ah. Okay. And if they get it, you cheer like this. Yay! Good. Yay! Okay. Now here's the bad part. That was the good news. The bad news is, if they get farther away, you have to snore. Let's hear it. Good. That sounds like earlier. Oh, okay. So anyway, got our 3 words.
Soap. Guard.
Someone go get those rascals.
Can we change that?
What? No. No, that's 3 easy and 1 hard. There they are. I hope they didn't do too much planning while they were gone. Probably. Okay. Help them out.
What are you in for? You're rude. I got 2 friends who are going to beat you up.
Man, these bars are really hard.
I know you.
You're trying to bring a packsaw over here?
Wasn't that one?
Okay, let's get together.
Can you make a cigarette?
Waiting hot.
Yeah, I do. Cigarette. Are you one of those wise guys?
This is a secret. Anybody know anything about the bars?
Hey, look. I think the key to this thing is in the lock. Is that key or lock?
Everybody know what visiting day is?
I don't know, but I'm getting sick of you guys already. I think we need I need to lay down. Is there a bench in here somewhere I can lay down?
Does anybody have a good lawyer?
Hey, where's that jail keeper?
Hey! Where's the door?
I'm ready for some food. They feed you in this place.
Slop.
Man, these beds are really hard.
How do you get to the bathroom?
Now, there's a stool over there. Yeah. Women, ladies, yeah, they don't put men and women in the same cell.
We're going to drop to the top bunk?
I'm not going in any cell with you.
You're in a cell. It's a little late for
I'm going to look out the window, see if there's any way of getting out of here.
How does the lock work? Do you have any idea? File. Maybe a file. Chain?
If I had a gun, I'd just blast that lock.
You look good, Stripes.
Well, these uniforms, you know, they're comfortable, you know, they're very classy.
Oh, they're throwing in another one. It's one of those weird guys. Oh, boy.
Shower time.
Oh,
Don't drop the soap.
Totally spontaneous. Yes. Okay, you don't have to pay much to get in, but boy, does it cost to get out. Okay, now you pick a number between 1 and 487. 187, I heard. Going once? Fine. 180.
Good morning. Is Mrs. Fellison at home?
Oh.
She has.
Yeah, she has.
Hey, what's so gruesome about Thursday?
Well, these guys never play on Thursday, but we come down here to sit anyway.
Would you be a darling and look under the bed and see if you can find a pair of alligator shoes?
Yes, but don't talk about the bed. No one's supposed to know we sleep under these things.
I've got to do something about the way I look. I mean, a girl just can't go to Sing Sing with a green face.
Oh, no, you might be embarrassed if anyone finds out where we live. You'll have a red face.
That's right. I always thought it was a ridiculous name for a prison. Sing Sing, I mean.
Well, I don't know. You could maybe have a little future there. You could sing, you know, in French.
As I understand this, what we're doing is getting you ready to visit somebody at Sing Sing.
Yeah, I know. And you know who I think it is? I think it's you.
That's right, and now shoes.
The shoes. I went for the shoes, but you know, I forgot. I got over there, and you started talking about the color of your face.
You can always tell what kind of a person a man really thinks you are by the kind of earrings he uses.
Darling? Your new earrings. You need some little posts to put in them.
I must say, the mind reels, garter belt, garter belt, garter belt, garter belt.
I can see that. Your mind is reeling, I can tell.
I think maybe it's hanging in the back third. Would you go?
Sure, I have to get the belt.
Who? What? Or who do I go to visit, you mean?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just visit somebody.
I don't know if I should even discuss it, but well, you never told me not to tell anybody, but well, you've got to cross your heart and kiss your elbow.
I can't do both those at the same time, but I'll do it.
You probably read about him. His name is Sally Tomato.
God, this guy's some kind of fruit.
Don't look so shocked. They could never prove for a second that he was even part of the mafia, much less the head of it, my dear.
Yeah, he's another river under the mouth.
That's right. Or anyway, his lawyer does. Maybe he is. Which I doubt, since he doesn't seem to have an office, just an answering service. And he always wants you to meet him in Hamburg, heaven.
Just because we're not vegetarians doesn't mean he's not a lawyer.
Anyway, about 7 months ago, this so-called lawyer, Mr. O'Shaughnessy, asked me how I'd like to cheer up a lonely old man and pick up $100 a week at the same time.
So you brought him some Kool-Aid.
And I always ask for cab fare, too. That's another 50. But then he said his client was Sally Tomato.
Tomato. You know, you mentioned that name twice, but I don't understand any of it.
Tell me how I look.
You really look French today, you know?
You were a darling to help. I could never have been.
Yeah, I know.
Call me anytime, right?
Last slide.
That's it. No, just kidding. Okay. So now what? Now we have a slide presentation, but what's it going to be on? You choose. Anything. Twinkies in space. Jogging in the New York City Marathon. Now Mitra will show us her slideshow of her trip when she went jogging in the New York City Marathon.
There we were. There were 5 of us. And we signed up to go for this job. No, there were 6 of us. Right. There. And there's Sandy. I mean, she was a star. She was ahead of the race the whole time. Everybody else was coming along. Next. At one point, Paul got tangled up with Eon, and everybody else was trying to get them rolling again. They're all stuck. Next slide. Oh, that's where you got to meet you. Paul was pulling deep hair in order to get ahead of him. And Eon was blocking Sandy in. Yeah, next slide. Oh, that was the end. Everybody was happy. Except Paul. He was a little bit bewildered. And Steve was trying to make him feel good, biting the back of his neck.
Okay, and what's their relationship? Work or blood relationship? Some kind of relationship. Priest and nun? Fine. In a rowboat. That's those two. You're the priest, remember. Oh, in this game, they change clothes, and, well, he does things and says things, and she says what he does, and you'll see.
Am I doing this right?
She said, pulling hard on the oar.
Oh.
Yes, you're doing it right. So far, so good.
He said religiously. We're not going very fast, you know.
She said, straining.
Oh.
It's okay, sister. We'll get there all in good time.
He said hopping up and down. You're rocking the boat, you.
She said, smiling. It's okay, sister. We'll get there all in good time.
He said patting her on the head. Well, you know, I can't even see the land. I think we're lost.
She said, sweat dripping profusely into her eyes. Okay, sister. It's out there. We'll get there all in good time.
He said kicking a leg over the side of the boat. Now we're tilting, you filthy.
She
brother.
said, barely holding back from pushing him off. Hold on, sister. You may not get there all in good time.
He said unconvincingly. Well, I think it's time to jump overboard.
She said, and doing so immediately. I think we've gotten there, and it's a good time.
He said jumping overboard too.
First, the hands first. Okay. Who remembers the cone heads from Saturday Night Live? 1, 2, 3. Who's first? Okay, who's second? Who was third? something about their day, how it went. And but here we have a pretty interesting story of an airplane trip. Joanne's parents are here in the audience. Let's hear what they're there. So we're going to hear the story of this airplane trip, which we haven't heard. But then we're going to do the dream that they're going to have tonight, based on this. So we're going to hear his story, and we'll ask a few questions.
Well, I set this up just a little bit.
Okay.
And I'll make it short as I can because I realize we're running out of time.
Oh, no. We'll be here until 3 in the morning. These guys are leaving. But we'll be here.
It all started out very innocently by saying that we should, living in Phoenix, Arizona, we should go visit our daughter. Some remote place in Iowa, Idaho. Anyway, the second line of that was the airlines got a half-price ticket sale going. And I should have known there was something wrong right then. But anyway, we got that ticket sale. But then when it came back from the people that arranged all this thing, it said something about that we had a little layover in Chicago. I said, where does Chicago get into this act? We go past where we're going to get to Chicago. That's the only way to get there, with the half-price fare. So anyway, we set out. We got up at crack of dawn, day before yesterday. Yes, it just seems like that. We had to get all of our birds watered down, and we had some birds and things. And scrambled to get to the airport on time. We had to be there an hour before the flight leaves. The flight leaves at 11:20. We got there like 10 o'clock. Great time. I knew we were in trouble when they loaded the plane up pretty much on time. And the plane was full. And they backed it across the ramp and parked it again with all of us in it. Then I commenced to see right then that this wasn't improving my frequent flyer mileage. Anyway, the pilot informed us that there was trouble in Chicago. Well, I knew there was trouble in Chicago at the time. Serious trouble in Chicago. They got a big storm front moving through there. And he said, they're just going to let us sit here a minute until we figure out when they can let us get in there to Chicago. You know, this is 3 hours away, man. But anyway, we sat there. And we sat there. And after about an hour and a half, the pilot got on. He says, well, there's good news and bad news. The storm is moving through Chicago at the rate of 45 miles an hour. They just evacuated the control tower. But he says, Dallas is going to keep us informed. And I sung out, well, let's go to Dallas. But it didn't work. So anyway, 2 hours and a half we sat on the ground. Then he finally fired the big thing up and got it in the air, and we flew to Chicago. We landed in Chicago. We know we're like 4 hours late. We had a connecting airline. It said it wasn't really American. It was run for Americans by some nameless company. Turned out it was one of them. It looked like a cigar with 2 engines on it, you know. And you have to get into it like this, you know. You can't stand up. Anyway, she says if you hurry, you can make it. It's going to be going in about 15 minutes. So we hurried. Now, I got a slight emphysema problem, but I can't run over 50 feet without stopping pumping up again, you know. But we got there. In the 15 minutes, and that gal says, the flight is canceled. What does that do for me? Well, she says, if you try over United, you could probably get in. So I said, okay, where's United? Well, that was 3 things over, you know, in a different hangar and everything else. Anyway, I said, get me a guy with a wheelchair. So they did. And he bumped me all around that thing, and he did 40 licks around there and finally got us over. You see, it knocked out the couldn't even call from this desk to that desk inside the terminal. So it was all a big mess. But the key to the whole thing was when when the Americans said they wasn't going to fly to Burlington, that I should have listened. Because it wasn't because they didn't have no passengers there. They had the passengers. There was a lot of people wanting to go out there. But I should have. Anyway, here we went, our little airplane. Well, we taxied out, and he said there's only 9 planes ahead of us for takeoff. 45 minutes late, he said, we're down to 2. Then the tower says, no more flights out that way. You have to go over here and taxi over here. So they taxied over here, and there's 2 ahead of me. It was a mess. We finally got off the ground. The guy said, 55 minutes, we'll hit Burlington. And right quick, you could tell this was a squirrely little airplane, you know, when he was going down the runway. Anyway, we didn't know we was flying stab into that storm. Now that's exciting at night, you know, when the beacon on top, you know, shines back at you off the propeller, you can't see nothing in front of it. And the pilot's adjusting the motors to take care of these upsy-dupsies up and down, you know, and all this. And we had no trouble. Anyway, the best part, I'm just getting to, I
Get to the good part.
this is the good part. He lets down through all this falling. You can't see your hand in front of your face with it's thick. And he's down on the ground, there's a few lights around, but evidently he didn't see what he expected to see when he got down on the ground. So and we go back up again. You know? Now, I used to fly a little myself, and I know there's errors can be made in instrument landings, you know, particularly at airports that don't have facilities for instrument landings. He said later that the lights on the field was turned off, but I think it's because the field was over there and we were over here. Anyway, he made another pass and he found a field with the lights turned on. It turned out to be Burlington. Anyhow, I didn't know how to get hold of my daughter because she's over in that other town, what, Fairfield? Yeah. And so they had called from Chicago to tell Burlington that we was coming. But they knew how bad the weather was and they didn't believe them. You know, so they didn't bother to say nothing to her, you know. Turned out she didn't give up on it. She was waiting there. I was sure glad to see her. I was glad to see her.
Great, the incredible, the talented, and the wonderful. You're gonna sing with Michael, who's pretty nice too. We're doing it later. We're gonna go back and, you know, dream it up. Okay?
Shorthand. We're gonna
do that.
And it's dream time.
Trouble in Chicago.
Big trouble in Chicago.
I hear Twin City.
Tear.
With a capital T and that rhymes with a T and that stands for trouble.
Whoa.
Trouble, right here.
You and your dreams.
Capital T and that rhymes with a T and that stands for trouble. Right here.
Honey, you always have bring me into your dreams. Go back to sleep.
Oh, we gotta see baby Jojo.
Chicago Tower speaking.
Plane number 1, follow plane number 2.
And to right.
2 left, land 2 left.
Oh, this is such a squirrely airplane out there.
Plane number 6. Speed it up.
Stop taking me
There's plane
into
number
your
6,
dreams.
we lost plane
Let's
number
go back
6.
to
Here I am, number 6. Number 6. Number 6. Where are you, Chicago Tower?
Chicago Tower.
Chicago Tower. You're all stuffed up.
Go back
Come in, plane 3.
I don't like this trip.
It's like there's trouble in the tower.
You're all congested.
We're having trouble in the tower.
You're out of your plane 3. Go around, all traffic, go around. Can't hear you, you're all stuck up.
Can't hear you. We're congested in the tower.
Trouble in the tower?
This is Dr. Chopra. I've come to give you your Basti tower.
Basti, same to you, buddy.
Here's your boss.
Very good.
Tower being evacuated.
Oh, honey. What a nightmare.
Let's go back to sleep. It's only a dream.
I don't know. Gotta find baby Jojo.
This is your captain speaking. Welcome to No Name Airline. We'll be departing for heaven soon.
Sure you want to go on that trip tomorrow?
Whoa, Summers, will you please go back to sleep? Summers, quit bringing me into your dreams like this.
Like a little airplane.
Come on, we have to get on the
Speaking from
airplane.
No Name Airline. I can't seem to find the field. Stand by.
Oh, Summers, this is so scary!
Oh,
Oh!
it's a squirrely airplane. What you want?
It's such a squirrely little airplane!
It's not making any sense.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking from Squirrely No Name Airline. Please stay calm.
Just don't give us
There's a
another
blackout in
Basti.
the city. We can't seem to find the field, the field, the field, the field, the field, the field.
Oh, Summers, let's go back to sleep!
Yeah, get out of here.
It's a good idea.
Mr. Summers, your daughter is waiting, and No Name Airline.
Jojo?
Now, one thing we need from you is, where is this park bench? Alaska. Alaska? It could be any bench. It could be a bench anywhere. It doesn't even have to be a park bench. It could be two people sitting next to each other, any place.
Fairfield Square.
Fairfield Square. Very good. What is our relationship? Anything to do with
Strangers.
Strangers. Fairfield Square. Well, here we are. Howdy. Howdy, buddy. I'm Jake. Hey, Jake. I'm Joe. Jake.
Oh,
Yeah, all right.
You from the farm?
Yeah, I'm from the farm.
Yeah, I can tell you. You got that odor about you.
Jake, you're too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're unbelievable, Jake. Unbelievable. You work out at the gym, I can tell, huh?
Yeah, you can tell.
Bag a little bit.
Yeah.
That's, it's,
Take it easy. You know, we're buddies, but not that good buddies.
yeah, well, wanna try to arm wrestle?
Well, Fairfield is the place for me. I've been living here for years.
Yeah? How long you been here?
Well, as long as I can remember, my pop was here, his pop was here, the pop before him was here, and that's as far as
Oh, you're pop group, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about you. I heard about you. Yeah.
But,
You ever try any of this mediation that they do over there?
mediation.
Yeah, you know, over at the school. Try that stuff?
Sure, well, you know, I don't want to, of course, spill my guts out here, but I try and enjoy it very much, and, I lost a little weight.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
It looks like you used to have quite a big belly
Well,
there, I
no
think.
more, it's not the way it used to be. There it is. So it worked for me, and I'm sure it can work for you.
So you mean if I mediate, that I'll lose this belly?
Well, That's pushing it, but we can hope for the best. Different movie genres. So pick a couple of genres and pick 4 genres.
Movie genre is like a style. It could be a movie style. It could be a theater style. Let's have some. Okay, we got a western.
Western?
Okay,
Okay,
so
I'll take the western.
Kevin is going to be the western.
Horror.
Let's have one for Russ. Horror. Russ always gets the horror. Okay, and we need one for Werner, a style that fits Werner. A musical. Oh, that's perfect. He's got the voice. And for Janet, we need a style for Janet.
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu. Kung Fu. It's the Bills. It's the Bills always gets them. Okay. All right, now we'll conduct it.
Well, the sun was setting. I went off in the sunset. I rode down with a horse. Bullet, I told him. I rode down there with Bullet towards the sunset. We had a good old time with Bullet. The cactuses weren't moving at all. They were completely silent, hadn't spoken for days.
Oh, beautiful moon over the desert. Oh, beautiful stars looking down.
Yeah, all those stars we cooked up in pork and beans. I had pork and beans for 3 weeks. Loving pork and beans. I'm cowboy.
It's a good thing, too, because what crawled out of the can of pork and beans was too much for any mere mortal to behold. Look at the soup as it bubbles over the campfire in the park. And the steam.
Right, stop.
But the next thing that happened, oh, what is love? It's delightful.
I played my harmonica. I enjoyed that harmonica very much.
It was dreadful. It was horrible. The sight of the harmonica attacking the can of
Jeez.
oh, won't you join me in the soup?
We had soup, we had harmonicas, we had bullets.
Yeah.
And the cactuses couldn't stop. The cactus is the prickly.
Yeah, me and Skipper went back.
Oh, it was terrible. But if you feel it all, you can drink the juice
And suck the tobacco. God love you.
those beans, oh, those horrible, disgusting.
You take a good can of beans, you got a problem with the stomach, the next day it's all over.
And then you chop.
And the guts spilled all over the ground. Red, blue, green, all the colors of the rainbow.
She's James Bond and he's the secretary. This is dubbing. These are the dubbers.
It's like a silent movie, you know, foreign films, you know, subtitles, they come on in English.
Who am I? Man, project. Always, man. Which one?
Well, what's in this jar?
What? It looks like some secret documents in there.
Uh-oh. Is this what I think it is?
Oh, we didn't shred this yet? What, are you nuts?
Oh my God, what if the boss sees?
You. Let me tell you, when I hire a dame like you to do a job like this,
Oh, but James, I love it when you get angry.
yeah, I know, but yeah, I know karate.
Oh, James, I can't believe what happened to you in Russia. We were so scared, so very scared.
handle the situation. Yeah.
I love it when you take out your gun and show.
How's that? Don't touch it. Don't touch
Oh, James. James, how come you never pay any attention to me?
it. Ugh.
You always like those spy girls.
Well,
What do they have that I don't have?
you a nice shirt, that's for sure. Oh, honey, give me that. Mr. Know-it-all. Good one person. What question would you like to ask this evening to Mr. Noble? Yes, ma'am?
Why do they put those little like clasp things on the end of the shoelaces? Little clasps.
Mr. Know-it-all, why do they put these little classes in the shoelaces? Very
Easy.
to open
Your
nails. Very easy to open your nails. Satisfies me. Do you have another question? Any question at all that you'd like to ask? Yes.
Why do you have an eyeball?
Why do you have an eyeball? I was wondering that myself. Mr. Know-it-all, why do you have an eyeball? Why do you have an eyeball?
Sometimes
they,
work,
Sometimes no.
but sometimes
they
don't ever
get
old or
cloudy.
but sometimes
They
fall hard.
That's it, I guess. And that's why you have two eyeballs. Yes.
Why are some people colorblind?
Why are some people colorblind, Mr. Know-it-all?
In case
you
sleep at
the
hotel bar
upside down
or right
side.
up.
You heard it here, just don't tell anybody. One last question.
How do you know which end is up?
That confuses me all the time. How do you know which end is up, Mr. Know-it-all?
It
Is
easy if
you
know where
your
navel is.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Either come on stage or off stage. So give them a location. Where? Yeah,
Some
location.
setting.
Be like a
Some
scene
Roller
here.
skating rink.
A roller skating.
Roller skating.
What are some objects that you find in roller skating?
Roller skates.
Roller skate? Okay. Phil, that's Phil's work. Phil's work will be roller skates.
DJ.
DJ, for Janet. Russ?
The fast skater.
Fast skater.
What kind of refreshments do you find on the roller?
Chips.
Chips.
So chips,
Yep.
fast skater,
DJ.
And roller skating. Roller skating. Roller skate, DJ, fast skater,
chips.
chips.
We gotta give him one too. He's not getting out of this. So give him a hard one.
No.
Oh, the roller police, roller skating.
The roller skating. You're leaving us in this town.
Okay. Yeah, roller skating.
Hi, guys. Hey, it's a good time out here in the
Like
roller
to skate?
Well done.
Oh, it's a chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish the DJ would go out this rock and roll. You know, I really would like to. Oh, I just slipped on a chip.
It's really great skating here.
Hey, you like my skates? I bet I can go as fast as you can. Really? Yeah, okay. Uh-oh, watch these chips.
Race for chip.
All right, what? No, that's... Hey, the DJ, put on the music. Yeah. Oh, you lousy DJ. Get that DJ on here.
DJ, do you have the feels?
I don't know. I've heard better DJs in my life. But that DJ, I don't know about it.
Watch out, fast skater. I gotta go.
Did anybody see the roller, please?
roller police. I didn't see any roller police. You see any roller police?
Great. All these chips on the floor.
Hey, TJ, put on some music. I want to skate by myself. Hey, you want to race? You the roller police? No, I don't.
Hey, you're awfully cute.
Come on in.
Hey.
Hey, what do you think of these skates?
Will you buy me some chips, baby? Hey. Yeah, chips. Where's that roller police,
It's enough. I think it's enough too. Yeah. Hey!
Freeze. Irving's
Beats, I love
I know
beats.
for now.
What a test. Physics. What was this?
Marbles. Where did you get those marbles? No, those look like the ones that I lost yesterday. They're mine!
What the marbles? Keep them.
Yeah, I want the marbles. Mine. No.
I'm just trying to fix something up.
You can't.
Stanley. Freeze.
Okay, I can't read the map and drive at the same time. I can't do everything. You have to do something once in a while also.
I
you
can't
know.
read English.
Well, then
We
just
have to
like...
speak English.
just
I can't read English.
Watch your finger, just watch your finger. Just...
Go this way, and this way, and this way, and this way.
Oh, gosh, shit, we're gonna get hit something.
Freeze.
Would you mind if I stood up?
Yes, I would mind, but go ahead.
I will.
Right. You need some help?
Ooh, not that kind of help. That's a whole lot better.
Yeah.
You've been sitting for hours. You do, yeah, obviously. Yeah. You know what happens when you sit too long? I can't say it from probably.
All right, I'll stand.
Yeah, why don't you stand up? Here.
I'm short. I'm short.
Yeah, but
All right.
Freeze.
Just ask for a quarter, buddy. Just a quarter. Doesn't even buy a cup of coffee. Well, I think I could handle that.
Another sucker. I mean, another guy.
Great, thanks. Is that good enough?
Well, it's what I asked for.
What do you want? What else do you want? Want my wallet? Want the keys to my car?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You want one?
Yeah. I got a mortgage and 5 units too. How about that?
That's good. It's nice of you to walk.
It's a good start.
And soon I'll have a mortgage and 5 kids.
Yeah.
That's great.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'll say that I started with the quarter you gave me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a bum anymore.
Good.
We'll make this
One more
short.
thing with everybody.
We need a genre of
Encore.
screenplay. What kind of movie?
Drama.
Well, yeah, but what
Here's
kind of
the
drama?
crew.
Mobster drama? Right.
Godfather 1.
No, that's been done. Some kind of drama, you mean like interpersonal drama or relationship drama? Psychological drama. Okay. I need a chair.
I'd like
Psychological drama. Okay. Susie was just getting to know herself. She walked out onto the parapet of her apartment. She said, Yes, indeed, it was a dark night, a very dark night. As a matter of fact, surrounding her at this very time were some of her thoughts. Her thoughts were floating around her. Lots of thoughts. On the subtle dimension, lots of thoughts from the day were still floating around her. But she managed to quiet them all, reduce them to nothing. Finally, her conscience came over her.
Oh, I can't believe I did that.
And said,
I did it twice.
and her real conscience said,
It's okay, you'll get over it.
yes, and the really deep conscience behind her said, but that's okay, the little devil on her other shoulder said.
Okay.
They both said. They said, do it. Yes, she hears that voice a lot. And now and then she listens. Yes, this is one time when she decided to make that phone call. And she went over to the phone to call. Guess who?
Hello.
Hello.
It's Susie.
Well, hello, Susie. How are you?
I'm just fine. It's been a long time since we've seen each other.
Too long, Susie.
So she invited him over for dinner. Later, they were having dinner. And funnily enough, she had her own private waiter.
Yes.
Oh, there you are.
Yes, madam.
It's going to take you a while tonight. Look, you would like a little more.
Champagne. Yes, whatever the monsieur and madame want. More champagne?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the waiter reminded her of her father.
You know, there's something about that waiter. He's so cute.
A little stiff, I think.
Unfortunately, it reminded her guest of a porcupine.
Quite stiff, I think.
Why is it so? Is it because of his big butt?
No, it's because every time he comes in the room, your back's stiff.
Oh, madam. We have a champagne for madam. And we have some for monsieur and you.
Suddenly, a lot of thoughts came up again.
Oh.
She began thinking about high school.
I remember all that beer. I remember my boyfriend was 6'5". I remember getting D's in algebra.
Yes, she even remembered her algebra teacher, Mr. Scazzles.
Mr. Scazzles reminded me something of my father.
Yes, and then the thought came up of why she liked this guy. Yes, it was because he was brainless.
You know what? There's something about you that reminds me of my father.
Is it because I'm brainless?
But I'm glad you came by.
Yes, it was fulfilling for her because she had all those thoughts, and she decided to just pour them into his brain so he'd have something to do.
Want a little of my champagne? Here you go.
Can't believe you ate that whole thing.
And from then on, they shared her thoughts from till happily ever after. Thank you. 2 weeks, we're doing this again, but totally different stuff. Except for, yeah, totally different stuff. Thanks. Good night. Kevin. Thank you, Michael. Very good. go. There he is. Wait for cinematographer.
Stop embarrassed now, it's over. It's over.
She says you never told me, that's right.
But no. We're actually done with our things. Now I'd like to consider we can, we like to do. I think we'll
It's
move
getting a little tired now, that's why she's not focusing too well. Running out of battery.
One more.
Is the battery's empty?
Yes, we're still going to be separated, but some of the people remain because we're going to start moving towards, because they've had one. Good job.
I've been in a one-bedroom apartment. Definitely hard to poor people. They learn one thing. They'll never give an inch or an inch to play with mom.
We're in trouble. It's time to go to bed. Stay there. Take a break, 5 seconds.
Set up a story like
I
that.
thought it was just gonna go on and on and on. I know. Gotta be on stage. That's what parents. But you can't. Oh, yeah.
She has to say, he could do one thing, he could just buy it as it is and buy it.
Well, thank you. So you take an American back?
Story.
One doesn't know that it's staying wrong.
They like walking home.
I think as they wanted to,
Are you? We go out in town? You are whatever you are, hopping.
Yes, get your beautiful wife on the tape, Sean.
Right. This is a secret film for my divorce attorney.
Well, we have, number one, turn off the lights. Okay, and don't touch them though, they're hot.